Casey Sims, and we're here kind of like I said we might be if you watch my Eclipsed series. I put in some new default fan-made maps. So you've seen them in a couple of things this week already. I'm probably going to post this up either Tuesday or Wednesday. Just because I was kind of showing you maps and I'm like, you know what? Instead of every single episode, every single like thing during the week, I go through the spiel, I'll just do like a thing. I don't normally do like mod reviews or anything like that. But these are like a huge thing because every single time I'm in a game and I'm playing and I'm moving around, you're going to see these new maps and there's bound to be like, where did these come from? So instead of having to like say it in every video or like remember to link it and everything, I'm just going to do this and we're just going to look at them all together. And I will put the link where you can get these in the description and everything like that. So this is from Dershayan and Noir Sims. Again, I'll put the link down below. They made, I think Noir Sims is the one who made all these map replacements, but they're fan art maps and they basically kind of go overlay all the original maps. So the game save that I'm in is my blank world save. So I'm just saying that because when we go in, you're going to see there's no lots on anything. I deleted all the lots. This is what I do for when I want to make. Well, I originally started this when I did my history challenge because I needed a blank world save. But then we got, I'm pretty sure then Windenburg might have already been out at the time. I don't know. But we got San Myshuno and Forgotten Hollow and all these. And these weren't blank. I've updated it. So now they're all blank. Except for the specialty lots, I think. Actually, some of them might be blank even in Windenburg. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see that. But so there's no houses on anything. So it's going to look weird. I was going to start a game so you could just see the original like houses and everything that Sims comes with when you get all the packs, the original houses and lots and everything. But that was just a pain in the ass because then I have to create a sim and then I have to save it to my gallery. And like, I don't want this generic sim just saved in my fucking gallery. And I know I could just delete them, but like, whatever. I'm just too loading this one. I was going to do it with my new world base that I've made with a whole bunch of new houses and everything and new sims just to when I start new stuff. But I was like, well, I don't want you to get distracted by all that. I want you to see the map. So we're going to go in and we'll just see them. So you could just, I love it. So again, whatever. And the version of this one that I have, this lot, so if you've ever looked at it, you notice that like the front of the lot's here. But when you load the game, the front of the lot's here facing the road. So they've done that in some where like the houses don't face the right way or they look weird or like whatever. There's options when you download these maps where you can, when you install, like when you get the file for Willow Creek, you can choose if you want it the default, the way Maxis sets it up, or if you want it this way. And if you want it this way, if there's a house on here, I think all you have to do is like you load it, you go into like build mode, and then you exit back to the map and it'll rotate. So when you first put the map in, and it tells you that when you get the zip file, there's two options. You only put one in the info, but a lot of people don't read that stuff. You're just like, throw it in. I know I'm guilty of that. Like sometimes I download things and I'm like, oh, right, I needed a mesh and I didn't read because I don't, like, I just download a shit ton of stuff. So I'm letting you know that. Not that, I mean, if you're getting these because of this, then you're obviously watching this. So yay. But yeah, so it gives you directions on how to do it and everything like that. But if you say, I think I did it, this lot was empty, I had loaded the maps, and when I placed a lot, it automatically placed it right. So it's only going to be default at first when you have an existing lot here, but then you just load the thing, save, and go back to the world edit, and it'll flip it. So that's cool. Or you can leave it the default, whatever you want. But I love these because they just have more detail. Like, yeah, it's a different art style. And I mean, it's not like I thought the maps were terrible to begin with, but I like the fact that it has more detail and some of the things that you see in the world look a little better. I think this one, I don't really know. I mean, like, so like the little path down here, I don't think you could see that. You can see this, so it just, I think for me, it helps me visualize, especially when I'm putting lots in, or like, if you're like, oh, I want to put something here, you kind of can get a brief idea of like, oh, okay, I know where things are in the world, or like what's it going to kind of look like. You'll see that in some of the other neighborhoods as we go through. The only thing about Oasis Springs, which they is the same, is this is still backwards, which I can understand. I don't think there's a way for them to flip that. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I don't think there's a way for them to flip that, probably without a lot of work. So, because when you load this and you're in the neighborhood and you're standing at the gate, the two lots are over here and this is over here, and it's backwards. But yet this lot does have a thing. Why is it back? Is it me, or does it load up over? No, it loads here, but it's weird. You know what I'm saying? So like, the neighborhood is fucking flipped because this is right. This lot has like the lake and everything behind it, but it's really weird because when you load the gate, it's over here. Am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy. Anyway, the only thing I don't see. Oh, there he is. I was like, where's the dinosaur? Because like I don't remember what neighborhood he's in, but like, see, so like when you're like building stuff here, you can always see like the little gas station and the dinosaur and everything behind you, and now you can see them on the map, so you kind of know like what's in the vicinity when you're like oh okay yeah, and like I just like that so much better. Like I don't know, um, all of the other lots still place the way EA placed them. So if you like when you place this one, I always assume this is the back, but then it's weird. You know what I mean? It always looks weird. Like some of the lots look backwards. Um, they're all still like that except for that one, but that one always you're like that's weird. Wait, that's not how it goes. I think some of the other ones do that too on the maps, but I've never paid that much attention, so I don't know. But like you can see down here like all this detail which isn't normally there. And it's a little bit bigger, so maybe these ones are, but some of them you notice and you're like, "Oh, I can see way more stuff." Like I don't think I ever noticed until I was build a house, I think over here, that you could see the train. And then one day I was like, holy shit, I've had this game for like 5 fucking years and I just noticed the train. But like, look, now you can see the train tracks. Like, I just love it. Like they kind of pulled the map in a little bit tighter so you can see a little bit more of what's going around on the edges of stuff that you would see when you're in these neighborhoods, you know? So I love it. This is one of the most changed. Like, holy shit. When I loaded this, I was like, what the fuck neighborhood am I in? I'm not even kidding. Like I looked, I downloaded them all, I put it in the game, and it wasn't until I got in I was like, wait, what? Oh, wow, right. Because before neighborhood, Newcrest was just very flat, and there was a lake here. But when you load this neighborhood, there are all these houses and buildings, and you're like, wait, but they're not on the map. Now they're on the frickin' map, and I love that. Like, I love it. And then you can see the golf course, like there's so much detail that went into these. And I don't know if there's other default replacements or not, but these are the only ones that I found. I found them by accident. I know I've seen people posting about them before on like Twitter and stuff like that, and it's always been like, oh wow, those look really nice. And there are fan-made world maps for like worlds that don't exist and that will never exist, which is don't Google, Sims 4 custom content fan-made world maps because you're going to see all these beautiful ones and be like, why doesn't this world exist though? It's so pretty. And it makes me sad because we'll never get Create a World, which would be really cool because I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so like, and then I'm like, this area is in Magnolia Promenade. Why can't we go there? Like, I want to go there. Like, you know what I mean? I want my Sims to be able to walk around in here. Like, I don't think they can. I never go to Magnolia Promenade, to be dead honest with you, because it's always where I put retail lots, and my Sims never go fucking shopping. Plus, the generic retail lots that go there just are boring. So, but yeah, look how freaking pretty they are. There's just so much more detail now. And the houses, when you place them, look exactly the same. So, like, that the bluffs and the ancient ruins are still here. You can't really tell, but yeah, they'd be exactly the same. So see, like this, now you've got all this detail over here with like all this and like, so then, oh my God, so you know what I never realized? That the Von Haunt estate, when you place it, it faces this way. But that's actually the front because that's where the road is. Oh my god, I never realized that was the well, wait, but then the garden's on. See, this is what's fucked up about The Sims, and I'm just realizing this. That's like the road. That's so this would be where like the wedding chapel and everything is because there's like the river back here, like, and you get married on the water. But when you load the Von Haunt estate, those are literally on the left. No, actually, no, they aren't. Are they on the right? Well, it's been a long time since I've been to any of these lots, so you can clearly tell that I'm an idiot and I don't know where things are. Anyway, ignore me. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Point being, like, look, you can see the sheep and the windmills and all the shit over. And it's just, to me, I feel like when I'm placing lots now, it helps me, like, oh, okay. Like, I remember kind of what some of them look like, but now you're like, oh, yeah, this lot would look really good there. Oh, you know what? This is going to look stupid because it's going to look out of place here. And I just, like, look, the little lot, the giant chess table. I just really love the way these look. And I love that we got so much more neighborhood detail. And, like, look, Emily's here. So. Um, so yeah, sand my shoe notes. So like this, obviously I didn't replace, like I didn't bother deleting like the penthouses or anything. So they look exactly the same as they do in the game. They're just a little bit smaller because they fit in some more stuff like around the edges of the map. So, but just like what you get with all the detail and everything like that. So like you see all these different things. So again, like to me, like I wish I had this when I started, like when I deleted this whole world and then I started my new world base, because I feel like I'd be like, oh my god, I can like visualize this so much better, what's going in and how it's going to look there. Um but yeah. Forgotten Hollow is really cute too. Like, look how fucking cute it is. Look, and there's all these little bats flying from the bat cave. Like you can see the bridge and all the lights. Oh my god, it's just amazing. It's super cute. And the bat's coming out of here too. Oh my god. But yeah. Not really much going on this one. Well, I mean, there's a lot going on this one, but you know, there's not a ton of lots or anything like that. So you can see all the little gravestones and everything. I mean, they're freaking great. Like, and the lighthouse, instead of being like here, is like over here. It's actually in the place where it goes. I have a feeling that like the maps, maybe they weren't on purpose, or maybe the maps were done, and then when they like built the things like this over here, which I always forget, there's like a little graveyard, like a pet graveyard. I always fucking forget that exists. I was watching like an older Let's Play, you know, and I was like, wait, where the fuck is that? Oh, I forgot that existed. Like, you know, you can see the docks over here and all that. I mean, it's just the way the road is. So much more detail. And I've never actually probably been to these lots to notice this in the background. Like, I gotta visit more of these lots because you see things and you're like, oh my god, I gotta look at this. Don't spend enough time looking at the words. This is most improved. This is most improved, and I said this on Monday. If you watch my Every Which Way challenge, I went into here because this is my favorite one. It's not my favorite world, but it's my favorite remake map because it looks so much fucking nicer. Like, to me, this makes Del Sol Valley. Oh my god, yeah, okay, I get it. The original map, to me, I load it and I'm like, ugh. Like, I like Del Sol Valley. Like, it's beautiful up here. You know what I mean? Like, this area at the Ward House, if you go here, this area is gorgeous. You know, the city is like really cool and interesting. You know, I'm assuming that's the Star Walk. Oh no, it's right here. You can kind of see it right there. I haven't really visited Del Sol Valley that much, but I've gone in and like over here, yeah, this is like the little like average neighborhood. Like there's nothing fancy. It's like old, you know, looking. It's supposed to be and like whatever. But I just felt like with the old map when you loaded Del Sol Valley, you're just like, ew, I don't want to live here. It just made me sad. Like I don't know why. It just seemed kind of grungy and meh. And it's so much better than that. Like I love the mid-century modern like style. I love the fact that some of the stuff looks like that and then there's some modern buildings mixed in. Like but for some reason I would go in and I'd be like, I want my Sims living here. Like I just never had an interest in it because to me the map just seemed kind of bland and like am I like the only one who felt that? Like, you go in and you're like, "Oh, Seems kind of icky. I don't want to live here. Like, obviously, this looked nice, but you're like, I don't want to move my sim into, like, the most expensive house in the neighborhood, you know? But, I mean, you don't really have a lot of choice in Del Sol Valley. You got the super rich neighborhood, or you got, like, the starter neighborhood. And in all the worlds, the starter neighborhood, like, the cheaper neighborhood, is not as nice. I want, like, the mid-grade neighborhoods, you know? Like, in Newcrest, the one that's over here is like the starter neighborhood. Like you go there and you're like, I mean, it's not hideous, but it's not the nicest place. Like it's nah. And then you go to some of the other ones, you're like, oh, these are really cute. Like this is the fancy one. You're like, oh, this one's cute. You know what I mean? But you don't really get that here. You get like the low end neighborhood, and then you get McMansions. You don't have anything else, but it's because of this, and this is the whole point of the game. But anyway, I just like this map better. I think it makes Del Sol Valley look more appealing. Plus, I'll be dead honest, when I was rebuilding my world and I'm putting buildings in here, I would have to load and look and be like, well, this looks stupid because I forgot that this like platform thing was there, but you can see it now. And this is, again, I've said it 3 times already in this video. You can visualize when you're replacing something and be like, oh, that's going to look cute there next to that. Or, oh, God, no, that would just look really fucking stupid. You can't normally tell on the real maps. You put a lot, you go in and you're like, oh, well, this looks out of place and stupid. Granted, a lot of things are going to look out of place and stupid. But even with me, when I'm trying to shoehorn stuff in, like, I turned this neighborhood steampunk in a save. I have an entire save where every single fucking lot in every single neighborhood is steampunk. And I don't give a shit how stupid it looks. But you can be like, well, this one would look okay there, or, well, no, that's going to look really dumb. I mean, they all look a little ridiculous because it doesn't fit. But anyway, hold. Sorry, allergy issues. You know this by now. You know me. Hey, anyway, so if you don't know me, hi, allergy issues all the time. This is what we deal with. It sucks, but. So this one, there are actually 2 maps, and I'm really tempted to like load the other one so you can see it because I kind of want to see it. I saw it on the website and I was like, I think I'm going to start with this one and then I'll put the other one in because this one is just so beautiful. And again, it just adds so much more like, you know, it I don't know. It's just so much prettier. It's just I just really love this. But so there's this. This is the normal Strangerville, and then there is Dark Strangerville. Um, and so Dark Strangerville is, I think, it's obviously darker, has more purple hues. This has like the cloud over it, so it's like actually kind of cool. And I really it was very tempting for me to like get that one. I almost wish I could have that one and be like, I want to use this one in certain saves and this one in certain saves. I know there's no way to do that. I wish you could because I think it'd just be so neat to have certain ones where I'm like, no, this would work better. Hold on. Good frickin' Lord. Anyway, so, but yeah, I love it. It's just so freaking cute. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause right now. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm going to go get the Dark Strangerville. I'm going to put it in and we're going to see what it looks like. So when we come back, you're going to see this transform from this into Dark Strangerville. So I will be back in like 2 seconds. Okay, what do you think? I told you it's like more it's more purple and green, I guess, but it's like this is stuck in my game now, FYI. Well, okay, because I totally forgot. I'm like, I'm gonna switch them. I'm like, oh wait, I gotta shut the game down and I gotta reboot. All right, so for the rest of the stuff that I record today, Strangerville's gonna look like this. So it's really kind of cool. You can download both of the versions. I like it. So if you're like, I want Strangerville to look spooky and weird. Obviously, when you load Strangerville, when you load a lot, it's going to look exactly the same as normal. It doesn't look like this. This is just for the map. So, kind of cool. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to have to go through my games and like look and decide which one I actually like better. I like the fact that I put them both in. So now I have both, and I don't know which one I'm going to end up keeping. I might keep this one for a little while and then go back, you know, because it's so drastically different. And it looks like at the bottom of the web page, if you go on and you scroll down, there's coming soon, and there's 3 other versions of Oasis Springs, not Oasis Springs, Willow Creek. And they're just slightly like different colors. So the one we have now, or the one that's in my game, is a little bright. There's one that looks like it's a little more warm toned. There's one that looks a little bit darker. Not like darker, but like, you know, it's a little bit richer. Like it's not as bright. And then there's one that looks a little more faded out. So to me, that one seems brighter because there's like less color, more white. But the colors are a little bit less full color, like, you know. So this is like full color, but that one looks a little bit more like it's more watercolory, where the colors are, there's a lot more white space. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. So it looks like, you know, maybe they're doing things so that if you want to go in, and maybe they'll do it for eventually for all of them. So, oh, you know what? I think Oasis Springs looks really good with more warm tone, but I like Willow Creek with more of this cool tone, or you know what I mean? And then you could do different maps, or like I want my Strangerville to look crazy like this. I mean, you know, there's that kind of stuff. So the other thing we have is our destination. And I didn't change. Okay, so these ones you can see the original lots because I forgot that these exist. And I don't think you can really, I mean, I can go in and bulldoze them, but I never use them. And I totally forgot that they exist until I was building my blank world base. And then I was like, wait, oh, I can just put new lots down here. So I'm building my new world base. This is my blank world, but you know, it's just whatever. So you can see with the lot, like the lots look normal on these maps and everything like that, but you can actually see now. You know what's really helpful? Anytime I would go here, I've only been to like Granite Falls like 3 times because like I don't camping, whatever. Bleh. But when you go here, I never knew. I'd always like wonder where the hell is the little thing to find the hermits at? Well, I know when I load the lot, it's over here now because you can see the hermits over here. Even though it should have been logical because the river was here. But like I would always like spin around in circles like, I can't find the fucking thing. And like, so much easier. Also because the new world save that I made, there's like a lot here that's like got a train and it literally points right over here to where the thing is. So much easier to find now. But anyway. So yeah, Granite Falls and then Selva Dorada. Look at it! Not that Selva Dorada wasn't pretty on its own, to be honest. And I think you could always see like these like things to begin with. I don't know if you could necessarily see like that's you could tell it's supposed to be the plane thing. So I don't necessarily know if you could see that, but I'm pretty sure I don't know. Could you? You could see like that kind of a thing, but I don't know if you could see these areas or if they were like kind of hidden. So I mean, if you've never explored Selva Dorada, then this is spoilery, I guess. But I think you could always see them. Because I think you could always see the baths up here. You know what I mean? I don't know. Before you got there. Anyway. So, but yeah, so that's that. So anyway, that is all the new world maps. So again, I'm going to link it down below so you guys can go check it out. And basically, all you do, you download the zip file, you open the zip file, and you just put these in your mods folder. So I created in my mods folder, I have a folder specifically for maps so they don't get lost with all my other mods and stuff. And I just throw the maps that I want in there, which is all of them. And yeah, you're done. The only one, you just have one of the Willow Creeks, Willow Creek, right? Depending on if you want it the normal format, like the normal alignment on that lot, or if you want the rotated alignment. So you just put in one of those, and you only put in one Strangerville, obviously. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy. There's nothing special, and it just overlays your maps. And then if you want to get rid of them, you just delete them, and then assuming it goes back to normal. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm glad I did this. So this is fun. Yay. Anyway, so that was that. So now you'll be seeing these in all my games, and now when you have questions, you should have watched this, because I'm not going to answer them. Just kidding. I'm kidding, but I'll probably point you. I have a video about it. So anyway, I will see you guys around in videos. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I certainly enjoyed a lot more, but yeah, so bye.